Now your head is probably spinning like, okay, I did all of these things. Now how am I going to undo this? That's now you have all these problems and you feel guilty or hopeless or helpless on top of it, and that makes things.
You're listening to Spicy Bananas podcast, where nothing's off limits and we're throwing polite health advice out the window. Out the window. This is where wellness meets real life with a splash of sass and a shot of truth.
And a shot of vodka.
And well, yeah, let's do that. A shot of vodka.
So we're your hosts. It's B1 and I'm B2. Two mates who've seen what happens when you ignore your body, suppress your truth, and mistake burnout for busy. Today's guest is flipping the whole self-care game on its head.
Beautiful.
And trust us, it's juicy.
Ooh.
So we have with us Hannah Kok. Welcome.
Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Can you believe that?
What?
I love Hannah's name.
Cock.
Just Hannah.
Oh, Hannah.
No.
Hannah. Oh.
Do I hear a sniggle over there? Right? Do I hear a sniggle over there? I know, but I mean, this is the spicy bananas, right? You're probably going to be sniggling. But actually, it means cook, just to kill the joke of it. But you'll remember my surname now. Because
We
it's
will never
Afrikaans
forget
or
it.
Dutch heritage. So
Yeah.
that's what it means. But you can take your mind wherever you want to go when you hear my surname. As long as you remember me, that's what counts.
That's what matters.
Well, just remind me every now and then. It's cool.
Cool. Alrighty. Today's guest, Hannah, a woman's vitality expert who's helping high-performing women stop blaming their hormones and start listening to them. She's not here to hand out diet plans.
Thank God.
Or guilt trip. She's here to talk about how repressed emotions and unhealed grudges are wrecking your body and your relationships. This is going to be really juicy, guys. So if your mood swings come with a side of regret and your PMs feels personal, this one's for you.
Well, welcome. Well,
Ready.
okay, so let's kick it off. You help women create health with our diets of lifestyle or lifestyle overhauls. How did you discover that emotional pain was the real villain? So the emotional pain, how did you discover was a villain?
Well, I'm trained in several modalities. The one is I'm a kinesiologist. And then, so we work there with the mind-body connection. I'm an allergy practitioner, whereby you learn to get into harmony with the allergen, so you don't have to avoid, because I don't know how about you, I don't like to have to avoid anything. People, tell you have to cut that out of your diet, or if you have a pollen allergy, how you're going to avoid that? You struggle. So that is with the allergy practitioner, and I'm a medical intuitive, where we again look at the mind-body connection.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that we work with meridians. You've heard of meridians, the acupuncturists stick the needles in there when they like to get better. And we have 14 major meridians, and 12 of them are linked to organs. And one of them is the circulation sex hormone, circulation sex meridian. And that one is linked, that you inhibit the flow of that meridian when you hold grudges. So I found that out through my training, but I was already an expert in forgiveness. And that is really what the message that I want to carry out of, like, what is forgiveness? How do you forgive? Why do you forgive? And then the hormone side was right there, because that is the first thing, or one of the first things that you'll notice goes out the window when you are holding on to grudges.
How interesting, isn't
that's
it?
so true.
Like
isn't it?
holding all of that in, and that can really burn us inside.
You can repress
And it
it.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've said that hormones aren't the problem. Emotions are. What does that mean in everyday chaos?
Well, just think of it. Think of a happy thought. How does your body feel? Now think of something that upsets you. How does your body think?
You tense.
Exactly, you tense up. Not
Everything.
only that, everything. So
Our
that will
Kegels, that's actually a good one. Sorry to get sidetracked. At least we can tense our Kegels, right? Our Kegel muscles.
all right, but you if that's all you
Yeah.
tense up, that's fine. But the problem is, and you need to be able to relax it again. Otherwise, you need some of your products, right?
Yeah.
That,
There we go.
I love that. Yes.
so the whole thing is when we tense up, the blood flow is inhibited to those areas. The toxins cannot be removed. And that's to name a few things, but there are other things happening as well that your brain starts to switch off. If you're stressed enough, have you noticed when you're upset, you just can't think straight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why is that? Is because your brain went into survival mode.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
happens then? You got this prefrontal cortex, which is where your wisdom lies, your ability to, have compassion and understanding and all those wonderful human qualities. That switches off up to 85%. Then you've got, the two halves of the brain. You're either this left brain person that's detailed, or you're the right brain person that likes the big picture. Well, if you're stressed enough, also half of that switches off to a large extent. So basically, you're now working with like a little back piece of your brain. It's like driving around with 3 flat tires, and then you wonder why you're ineffective. So if you are holding on to grudges, that's just one of the things that is going to happen. Your brain is just not going to function up properly, and you're going to struggle with daily life. And then you'll interpret anything as a threat. Just that look, maybe because, for example, now you're looking down and you pulled your lip a bit. Now, if I
You're
was in
watching my
survival
body.
mode,
Yeah.
if I was in survival mode, I would go like, what is she thinking now? Does she think I'm talking rubbish? Or,
No,
I
I'm
could be
interested.
completely misinterpreting it because I'm in survival mode. That is what I will be looking out for, because I'm looking out for threats. And now I'm going to pick a fight with you because I totally misinterpreted what you did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Because your brain's
how it
not
works.
working at 100%. It's not telling you what you should do properly.
You
It's
probably
just
got the no care factor at that stage too.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
who
absolutely.
cares?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
Who
care.
cares? And
Fucked it up anyway. Like, well, whatever. I'm this down and out as it is, so I may as well just keep going down. That's another way.
That's it. Yep.
All right. This is real juicy. I'm loving
It's, I like spicy.
Yeah, it is spicy.
It is
juicy.
into spice.
Okay, well, what's the one toxic emotion women don't realize is messing with their sex drive, sleep, or sanity? And we're not talking menopause.
Don't.
well, there can be several ones, but definitely resentment is a big
Right.
one.
Okay.
And for example, have you noticed women, a lot of them, once we've given birth, you now have to all of a sudden cross your legs when you sneeze, or like
No,
really
never.
plan your sneeze carefully, or run to the toilet during the gym session or something like that.
Yeah, gym
So
session. Yep.
that is if you do that.
Yeah, yeah.
If you like exercise.
Clearly, we don't.
We're listening.
That's
Hannah,
why I
sorry.
thought you didn't like your life style changes. So if you don't like that, but you can relate to what I'm saying with the sneezing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you can do your Kegel exercises or your pelvic floor exercises. Now I had this problem. It was really bad. If I do like gymming, in a gym class, I would have to run to the toilet 2 or 3 times and still have a pad in, just because otherwise, and always wear dark gym clothes so it doesn't show so much.
Noted.
Yes. So, and then I was on training, to be trained what I do now. And we talked about resentment and releasing resentment. And we didn't just talk about it, you practice on each other. So I released that resentment. Overnight, I stopped having that problem.
Wow.
Overnight.
Is that the brain telling the muscles?
Absolutely. You see, there's another thing that happens in the body when you hold a grudge or hold on to any major emotion is when you have a strong emotion, you have these hormones, and not just the sex hormones, other hormones you have floating through the body. You have, actually, let me rephrase that, you've got neuropeptides running through the body. So you'll have for angry, when you're angry, you have this one, and for if you have another emotion, something else will flow through the body. And on each cell, you have, on the membrane are like little receptors for these peptides, and it will hook in and trigger a stress response in that cell. And that stress response is also going to, it could be, that it causes things to tense up, but it also triggers a stress response that the cell goes in overdrive, and that shortens the lifespan of those cells.
Right.
Okay. Now, when you make peace with it, and it's not just like, oh, okay, I've forgiven you. That is not what I'm talking about. It is quite a whole process that you understand, why did this happen? How did I learn from it? How did it benefit me, actually? Now you can let it go, and then that peptide will release from the membrane, and the cell can calm down.
Yeah.
So there's a whole science, a whole biology behind it. I used to be a biology teacher, so that's why I like talking about these
I like that.
Yeah.
So you talk about emotional baggage, like it's like a hormonal hand grenade. But what happens when we keep carrying it?
Well, as I just explained, it's going to be triggering that stress response in your cells. Your brain is switched off, and there's another thing. So I keep on adding, so you can see this. It's a huge toll on your body when you hold on to those grudges. Because another thing is, have you noticed when you're upset, it's milling in your head. You keep thinking about it. It takes up a lot of mental space.
Yeah.
And mental energy.
Yep.
Now, normally we have, say, 10 units of energy in a day, and 6 of those units are used to repair, restore the body, for the digestive system, for your immune system. So most of your energy is going for that.
Yeah, right.
And then 40% is for running your daily life. Now, if you have that thing eating away at you, and that's why I say it's not about what you eat. Health is not about so much what you eat, it's way more what eats you, because it's now taking up all that energy, and now you don't have these 6 units for repair, restore, and rejuvenate the body. You maybe have only 4 left.
Right.
Now, what's going to happen? You're going to fall behind, and that's when things start to fall apart. You age faster, you have less energy, all sorts of things can happen. So it's very important that you release those things that are stuck in the mind, your anger, your resentment, things like that.
This makes so
I
much.
felt you look at me then.
Oh, look, it just makes so much sense. It's just different things going on in my life at the moment, and you've just stuck that nail on the hammer.
Yeah, you've nailed
hammer on the nail, whichever way.
Hammer on the head. I'll answer for you.
Well, the hammer on the something like that. But there's also something about nails and hammers, right? But I can't think of that one right now.
Yeah.
But I've got good news for you and your listeners on this, because now your head is probably spinning like, okay, I did all of these things. Now how am I going to undo this? That's like, now you have all these problems, and you feel guilty or hopeless or helpless on top of it, and that makes things even worse. So I've got good news for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got this gift for your listeners that is about creating hormonal balance. These are just the general hormones, not necessarily the ones for menopause and periods. I've got something other for that, but the general hormones. And when the listeners sign up for this gift, they get this package they can listen to. And the good thing is it's passive listening. So you do not have to take time and analyze what is being said there. You just play it softly in the background. And in there are nice positive affirmations to make you feel good. But there's a lot of releasing taking place. I release my anger. I release my resentment. I release feeling betrayed. So a lot of those things are now taken out. And this is what I call creates mental hygiene. You know, you need to clean the mess up.
Yeah.
And so this program can do that for you. I play them while I sleep, or you can do them while you go about your day.
Bit of both.
I could listen to your voice while I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
But you can play. What I actually do is you put it very softly, so you don't, so it doesn't interfere with your sleep. You can play it audibly, and then you can hear every word that I say, and so you'll see I'm hiding nothing. I'm not telling you buy my products, or I'm not saying that in there.
Yeah.
They've done that, right? But you can't do that. No,
So
I
that's
won't do
it.
that. But
Listening to something as you fall asleep, or putting you to sleep, then therefore that is it subconscious mind that when you fall asleep, that's correct. It's sort of playing a major part in your sleep health also through the evening.
the whole thing is your subconscious mind never sleeps. Only your conscious mind sleeps.
Yeah.
So when you're playing it in the background softly while you're sleeping, it really goes into the subconscious, and that's where the cleanup has to take place.
Yeah.
Because that subconscious mind runs 95% of your life.
Yeah.
And it does even more. It filters so much information out that you only see a fraction of what really is going on. And so if you have a lot of rubbish in there, it will show you a lot of rubbish. You know, with algorithms, if you've been looking for adult shops, then all you see is adult shops and whatever else goes with that. And but if you looking for churches or whatever I'm just saying on the different spectrum, that's what you see, and then that other stuff doesn't come up. Doesn't mean that it's not there. It's just not. It's filtered out because you would be an overwhelm if you would see everything on the internet.
Yeah. So true. So true.
So let's talk forgiveness. So not the Hallmark card though. But the gritty, sweaty, soul level version that heals. What does that actually look like?
Well, let me first tell you what it doesn't look like.
Okay.
Because people don't want to forgive because they have a preconceived idea of what forgiveness looks like. They believe, and so this is not forgiveness. It's not that you have to let those people back into your life. It is not that you condone their behavior. And it's not like that you're saying, oh, well, I'm so good and you're so bad, but out of the kindness of my heart, I forgive you. That's not forgiveness. So what is it then? One is about accepting what happened. If you don't accept what happened, if you fight it, then you can never deal with it. It's a bit like if you're going on a journey. If you don't accept your starting point, you can never get to the end point. Because you need both points, right? The starting point and your end point to get your root. So we accept what happened. Then what I like to do is I look at what is the gold that came out of that situation. What did I learn from it? How did it shape me and actually transform me for the better? And then the other thing that I like to do is I like to look at what is it that that person did that is so hard for me to forgive. You have an example of something. It doesn't have to be a personal example, but maybe, something you say, when I see that, that really makes my blood boil.
Yeah.
Have you got something like that? Maybe if a person is rude or doesn't care. Have you got... Does that irritate?
I do, but
I think we all do in a sense. We both do, yes. But just to get over that yuck feeling.
Okay, no, but let me explain why it irritates us so much. if you think of it, so you're not irritated with somebody, for example, that is rude to you or other people. And I do talk a lot, we can learn from ancient scripture. And if you look in the Bible, Jesus was talking about don't remove the speck out of somebody else's eye before you remove the beam out of your own eye.
Yep.
And then people, and if I say such a thing, I say, well, I'm always respectful. And then I say, I'm sure you're very respectful to other people. But how respectful are you towards you? How do you talk to yourself when you make a mistake?
Yeah. Not nicely.
Then all of a sudden, we're not so respectful anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why we get irritated, because that person is basically showing us, it's like a mirror, showing us like, oops, that's what I look like when I'm disrespectful of myself.
Right.
And now there's not much to forgive anymore, because you don't have to forgive a mirror, because like you don't go and if you don't like what you see in the mirror, all you have to do is change yourself.
Yeah.
And then you realize, it's time for me to be respectful to me. Then you pretend you're going to talk to that person that is disrespectful. What would you say? You're not going to talk to that person. What would you say?
What would you say?
I don't know, because this one's hit me a little bit more personal, so I'm having a little bit of an emotional moment. So,
well,
yeah.
In general, let's talk general, because we don't have to
bring it personally.
We don't have to put anybody bare on the table. The thing is, we would maybe say, be patient with me, or talk kindly to me.
Yeah.
Or
kind
give
is
me
a
the
big
benefit.
word. It's a huge
Kind is a deep word.
Yeah.
So be kind to me.
Yeah.
Speak to me like you would speak to a young child, not in a childish way, but have that patience and understanding and love.
Patience.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
A big one, I think, with us too, with us doing this podcast, is also communication, because it seems to lack in every relationship of your life, from personal to your own relationships, to work relationships. It seems to go all through your life, and communication's just been a big one for everyone, I've noticed.
Yeah, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. Definitely.
And the thing is, as long as that communication comes with love, respect, and truth,
gotcha. Yeah. Then it's received
now you can
a
move
lot.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You can take those steps forward. It's moving forward then.
Yeah.
Why are some sorry, Hannah.
But no, all I'm saying there is that now forgiveness becomes easy, because first of all, they showed me, this is a huge growth point. Because if you would become respectful in your communication and patient with yourself, how is that going to help you to reach your goals? It's a huge help, right?
It's massive.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Massive. So now it becomes a no-brainer to forgive, because that person has just given me gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
They showed me my next step in my personal development.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You give
And now you
respect.
can
You
really
receive
let
it.
it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Hannah. Well, why are so many high achieving women secretly battling resentment in their own bodies?
Well, as you said, it's all about relationships, everything. And now, especially as women, we're taught to be kind and always smiling, and everything is fine. Well, you know what fine stands for, right? You know what
You tell
fine
me.
stands for?
I could
Effed up,
say,
insecure, neurotic, and emotional.
okay, I wasn't going to say that one.
Well, I'm saying it the polite way, but
Yes, thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, mine wouldn't have been either.
I'm just going, F is Fine. F is, but no.
Exactly that one. But you can also say freaked out. It doesn't matter. It's about.
There we go. That's kind of.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, we really not taught to deal with those emotions because we taught not to show it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's those emotions have to go somewhere. If they don't go out, they will go in.
That's it.
And then they build up and build up. And now the brain goes into overdrive or actually switches off and all those other things that I talked about. And you become so ineffective. And then you get so frustrated on top of it with yourself. And you get into this vicious cycle.
And then it'll end up exploding at someone you don't actually want it to explode to.
Yeah.
You often do it to the person closest to you.
Yeah,
Because
that's it. The one that you sort of trust, you want to talk to, and they cop it. Gosh, is it true that your body can literally hold a grudge? Like, does your liver know you're still pissed at your ex?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's where these illnesses come from. And remember what I said, that those peptides of those emotions sit on those cells, and different organs have receptors for specific emotions. So if you're angry, it often hits the stomach, but rage will hit the liver. I don't know off by heart which one goes where, but definitely if you now release it, because now you make peace with it and you say, okay, I understand it now. I also understand why I'm being rude with myself. It's just my way of trying to motivate myself, because that was how I learned it from my parents, because they thought if they scream hard enough at me, then I'll do better. But there's this whole cycle of things. And when you make peace with it, now it releases, and then everybody breathes, including your organs.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. What have we got? If someone's libido is gone, their skin's breaking out. Oh no. Okay. Are you looking? No. Libido is gone, their skin's breaking out, and they're crying at every ad. Where should they actually look first?
A different channel.
Stop.
Well, skin problems, and we were talking a little bit before about skin, is all about separation conflict. Now, separation conflict can be either that you're missing somebody terribly, or you desperately want to have somebody out of your life. Now, if your libido is low, then there is definitely something going on between both partners. And both partners play a role.
Yep, that's
because
true.
if I am resisting my husband, he will now feel rejected. That will affect his libido.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or if you're not uncomfortable with your own sexuality, I'm not saying like if you're they've got now so many letters that I don't know.
I know.
In the alphabet, what your options are. I don't mean it like that, but it's more like, are you comfortable with those organs down there? You know, that's why they come to you, try to get that education. But
Yep.
Yes, they do.
the whole thing is you want to be comfortable with who you are. Warts and all.
Yeah.
You have to be.
If you're not comfortable with who you are, how are you going to express yourself to the person that you're with?
You're perceiving,
you're going to have that barrier there, and they can feel that.
You fake yourself, you fake others.
Yeah. And you can't fake it, make it.
No, that doesn't work. But also, what I always say is, well, how can you expect anybody to love you if you don't love you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love myself. That sounds weird.
Definitely needs practice.
I love her.
I need to practice it in the mirror.
God, I love her.
My 15-year-old doesn't have a problem. He constantly looks in the mirror at himself. Oh, I look really good. Yep, you're really handsome. Yes, you are. My God. Boys.
That's good.
Boys and mirrors, right?
Boys.
All right. This is hormones or heartbreak.
All right. Bring it on. Bring it on, B2.
Okay. Is it biology or buried emotions? So, Hannah, tell us what really is behind these spicy symptoms. Crying during sex, is it hormones or heartbreak?
I don't know. Depends. Are they happy tears? Are they
It
sad
does,
tears?
doesn't
I
it?
assume you mean sad tears, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's
Um,
true. Yeah, happy or sad
Mm.
tears.
well, the thing is, you can also be crying because it's flippin' sore and you didn't tell the partner that it was sore.
You're wearing the skin off.
Well, forgot the lubricant, didn't they?
Going in dry. Yep.
Never going dry.
I did explain already how the emotions affect the body. So it is definitely the biology, and
See?
they are one.
I'm
You know how
using
you
it,
talk
training
about the
them.
subconscious mind?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the body is the subconscious. The
Yeah.
body holds everything. We hold every memory from conception to now, and we carry what our ancestors also had.
Mm.
So, all these beliefs about women and sex and they shouldn't go together or you're not allowed to like it or any of that we carry there as well. Now you have to overcome those beliefs. And
Yes, and now we're being told you've got to enjoy sex.
But that's the thing.
Have an
If you're
orgasm.
having a great sexual experience, that's where your body helps moisturize your body more.
Yep.
If you're not liking it, that's where you're drier in a sense because your
Yeah.
body hasn't prepared and it's not enjoying it. It's not releasing the happy bits.
But
Happy
what happens if you brought up that you're not allowed to, you were taught you're not supposed to like it, or it is bad to
Yeah.
like it, or now you have guilt because you're liking it, but you're not supposed to like it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's different religions.
Now you're like,
Yeah.
So true. So,
And that's
oh
what
my
we're
God.
here to do in 2025 is to break that taboo and you need to enjoy
Make
yourself.
your vagina alive. Okay, no, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
An orgasm a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, all the lubricant too.
Yes.
Well, not lubricant, but
No.
you can, okay. All right.
That's it.
Okay, so staying on that same sort of hormones or heartache, snapping at your partner for breathing wrong. Oh, well,
well,
That's easy.
remember that partner is just a mirror for you.
mm-hmm.
So, and it doesn't mean to say that you're breathing wrong, but how are you interpreting that? Are you interpreting it like he's angry with you? Are you, because he's like,
this is too funny.
Yeah.
really like almost snorting?
Yeah.
Or are you interpreting it as, he doesn't care about you? I don't know. It depends how you interpret it.
Yeah.
That will trigger the emotion.
Snoring. Like, I just want to put a pillow over his face.
Not mine.
It's so funny how you said that. So I once went, Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks with
Yes.
anyway,
Yes.
she was saying, I once went to one of her seminars and she was saying about snoring, and I've tried that. It really works.
Pillow.
If I'm at peace with myself, the snoring doesn't bother me. But when I'm angry and upset, I really get irritated with the snoring.
So when we have sleepovers, when we go away, you're just super duper pissed that I just snore so loud sometimes.
We're in a separate end of the unit and the walls are shaking.
But, just something personal about snoring. What I also found is, why do people snore? Yeah, people say, it's weight or it's this. But it's also when people don't feel safe, they tend to snore more because it's like, I'm a big, mean person. Don't mess with me. You can hear how heavy my snore is. Stay away.
I stayed away from it, don't you worry, Hannah. I was on the lounge. I videoed her snoring to let her know.
It was probably after couple of wines after we went out for dinner.
Yeah,
anyway.
that also,
But there we
that also
go.
doesn't help.
Couple of
Couple.
wines.
Just a couple. Hormones or heartache? 0 libido, but running 5 businesses. That's huge. 5 businesses.
5.
So, what is the question here?
So it's
That's
like
the
the
hormones or heartache.
yeah, hormones or heartache. Like, why is it that you've got no libido, but you're running five businesses? Like 0 libido.
Well,
No wonder you got no
I wouldn't
no
have
libido.
I wouldn't have a libido if I was running 5 businesses either.
but
Yes.
you got to also
Okay.
wonder, why does a person need to run 5 businesses?
Yes,
So
true.
that can almost be like being a workaholic.
Yeah.
because she doesn't want to
Or
be home with her
the
husband.
self-esteem is based on her achievements. And then definitely so busy there, then there's no time for the other side. Or it could be you're working so hard to stay away so you don't have to go home and deal with what was at
Avoiding.
home.
Yeah,
Avoiding.
So avoiding.
can.
It can be anything. You would have to look at the individual, but those are some of the things that could be at play.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're a workaholic or you're just avoiding what you have to go home to.
And the other question pretty much covers it anyway.
Let's say it anyway. The dead inside feeling after a breakup that never goes away.
It should go away though.
The dead inside.
Yeah.
Huh. Crazy.
Well, it doesn't go away by time. Nothing, they say time heals everything. That's a load of bull.
It's true.
You
Yeah.
have something with it. You've got to find the gold in whatever happened. You've got to find a way to move forward by bringing closure, finding closure, understanding maybe why did this person dump me, making peace with it, making sure you get better so you don't attract the same guy with different pants on. You bring closure to it, and then the heartache, there's no more heartache because you dealt with it.
Yeah, well,
But
that's
it's
it.
not going to go away by itself.
Yeah, because you can carry it and you can blame yourself or you can blame the partner. It's just like shut it, get on with it, because you'll attract that again. Or something like it.
And guaranteed you'll attract it again if you
Yeah.
don't address it.
Yeah.
But the worst is a lot of women end up like with cancer or a major illness after a breakup that was unresolved. So that is a good example that this stuff starts to bite you. And I always say, deal with a dragon while it's small. So if you have hormonal imbalances, your periods are painful, or the hot flushes are really irritating you, or something like that, get to listen to what's the body telling me. And then you have more energy, the symptoms go away by themselves. That's how you can make sure that that's why I make the claim, you can balance the hormones without lifestyle changes and diet changes.
Yeah, I like.
You might
no
get
diet
that you
changes.
naturally have diet changes because now you don't try to eat the pain away anymore.
Yeah.
But then it's natural. It's not like forcing yourself to eat lettuce when you want to eat a hamburger. Oh, there's also lettuce on a hamburger, right? But
Look, there's still it's minimal to what the rest is.
yeah.
Hamburger, right? There's a lot on that hamburger. Right. Food for thought. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Food for thought. See what I did?
I know.
Okay. What's one grudge you didn't know you were carrying, and how did your body react when you finally released it?
Well, that one grudge I didn't know was that resentment. And I was literally pissed off. Well, pissed on myself. But I'm saying is that I wasn't aware of it until I released it. I was trying everything, pelvic floor exercises, you name it. And when I released it, it stopped overnight.
So release it. Release it.
Release it. What's something people misunderstand about forgiveness that keeps them stuck?
Well, as I mentioned before, people think that forgiveness is all about condoning the behavior and a thing that I did not say is that they believe by holding a grudge, this is a way of protecting themselves to prevent it from happening again. Because if I stay angry enough with you, I'll make sure you won't be in my life. That might be true. You might not be in my life, but I'm the one that is poisoning my body.
Yeah.
And if I'm in that mindset of anger, I now send out this angry vibration. I attract more people to, or I'll see all the people that are angry because there's, all that information out there, but my subconscious will make me aware of all the angry people around me. And so you end up actually with more of the stuff that you don't want by not forgiving.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was always taught growing up. You gotta forgive to be able to move forward. And I would always go, oh, I just can't. Sometimes I don't want to. And the stubborn head in myself would go, no, no, thank you. But in saying that, it makes sense to be able to forgive and move on because you have to. It's better for yourself, your wellness.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
And as I said to you, if you take time to analyze what did I see in that person that made me so upset, how am I treating myself like that, and change yourself there, now you're not upset with, they brought you gold because they showed you where you can change to be happier yourself and more successful or whatever else you need.
Yeah.
And it's important that you do that part of the forgiveness, that you bring closure, and also look at how did I learn from it. I mean, I work with women that have been raped, for example. And then it's like, well, what did you learn from it? It's like, well, what did I learn from it? Well, maybe what they learned from it was I actually was on a very detrimental path, and this got me to change. Or I was so disrespectful of myself,
Yeah.
which is similar to the first one, but it got me to change direction. And and then again, it becomes easier to forgive because you do not want the forgiveness to be like, you little thing down there, you actually beneath me, but I'll forgive you because.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we also have to forgive ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well what does real forgiveness feel like in the body? Is it sexy, soothing, scary? Which one? Or any of them?
I would say soothing.
Massively.
Definitely soothing. And how do you know when you have properly forgiven? Is when you look back on the incident and you don't go like,
Yeah, you don't have any
just
sort of
feel
regret.
neutral about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just
No
feel
ill
neutral
feel.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
Well, what's your no bullshit advice for women who are burnt out but still are trying to do it all?
No bullshit advice.
Give it to us, Hannah.
Well, first of all, if you want to change it, it comes from within.
Yeah.
You got to change inside first. Don't try to achieve happiness by trying to get your outside world to be perfect. Create inner perfection, not inner perfection. Inner perfection is only meaning you accept yourself as perfect. That's the only thing. And not because you are doing all the right things. It's by realizing I am unable to do everything. So ask for some help for a change instead of expecting to do it all.
Yeah.
But again, that app of mine can really assist because it lets go of a lot of beliefs, it lets go of a lot of stored emotions that people have, calms you down, gets the brain working better. Your pride gets out of the way because that's why we also want to do everything and keep marching on or soldiering on. Just
That's because we've
calm
been
down.
told to as women.
Yeah, literally, that's it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You're right.
But yeah, listening to that inner self.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine says things I go, well, I shouldn't.
I bet.
Exactly. And then when your inner self says, shouldn't do that, and you go ahead,
Yeah, but
and how irritated do you get when people are not listening to you?
Well, a lot. A lot.
A lot.
Mm.
Well, how can we expect people to listen to us if we don't listen to ourselves? That inner wisdom has got it together, it knows exactly what is good for you. If that inner wisdom is like a soft, gentle voice, better listen. If it's screaming at you, that's just your ego talking to you. Ignore that one. But if it's that soft, gentle voice, don't do that. There's a better way. Listen. You'll save yourself a lot of time and problems further down the line.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And also that gives me a reflection back in the day when I was young. If my mum yelled, yeah, she was frustrated. If she talked softly and calmly at me, I'd be like, oh, I'm in the shit now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, but this gentle voice is not because you're in the shit. It's just because it wants
But
to
I had
help
to
you,
listen.
right?
Yeah.
I had to
But
listen.
listen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it. Okay. One belief about healing or health you wish women would throw in the bin today.
One belief.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is the belief about health is that you can create health, throw out the window. Oh, I'm going to get into so much shit here when I
Hey,
say
look,
that, but I'm going to say it
spicy,
anyway,
Hannah.
right?
Yep.
Right. Throw away the idea that you can solve your health problems by just changing your diet and eating all those supplements.
Yeah.
I
You've
agree
got
with
to
you.
Yeah.
address the root cause first.
Yes.
Work on the emotions
Yeah.
first.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, by all
Course.
means,
Yeah. Of course,
you can
then
do
food
other
and
things.
health and exercise
That's
does
what
come
goes in and
too.
comes out,
But you do need to start with
yeah.
your inner. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
starts from within.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
It
spend
does.
your money on that first before you spend money on. And I mean, how many? I don't know how it's with you in Australia, but in South Africa, I know women spend thousands of our currency, what dollars, talk dollars for even though we have a different currency, but a year on Botox and all sorts of other things just to look perfect,
Yep.
thinking that that is going to give them self-esteem
Yeah.
without actually addressing
The problem.
getting that inner peace.
Yeah. Yeah, we're 45 minutes away from the Gold Coast, Surfers Paradise.
So we see it all the
So
time.
yeah, we see a lot. You think we want to be the same, but no,
we're just as is.
aging gracefully.
Yeah.
Disgracefully.
Even the natural hair.
Right.
The only fake thing we have is eyelashes, which you probably can't see that much,
No,
but
that's
yeah,
it.
we're the real deal.
Yeah. But
And
you're right, it's taken over. It's taken over the
not
whole
against,
country.
yeah. Well, and when saying that, of course,
Not
we don't want to
against
get
it.
ourselves into trouble either. We're not against it, ladies. If that what makes you feel fantastic,
No,
go for
I
it.
mean, don't get me wrong, we've thought about it.
Yeah, we
I've
can't
thought
afford
about it
it.
a
no,
lot.
I agree
Can't
with
afford
you.
it.
I mean, a facelift would be nice sometimes,
Oh.
but
Your mum, you know?
or a tuck here or there or a
Yeah.
lift. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
That would be great, right? But do the inner facelift first.
Yes,
The
ladies.
mind lift first.
Yeah, and that makes so much sense. You would just have a different perspective on life if you did that inner health.
Yeah. You'd
All of this is just,
feel lighter.
yeah, I know.
You'd
Because
feel lighter.
just think of it, and for your listeners as well. Which person do you have great respect for? What qualities does that person have? Do you have respect for them? Well, why do you have respect for them? Do you have anybody you admire and yeah?
I do. Straight off the bat. Well, said it before, and I don't get out much. I like Pink. She says it how it is. It- she's raw, she's real, she's unfiltered. She's not afraid to say what she says. And she, I think, is an inner peace healing sort of person herself. There are plenty of people. Yeah, there's so many, but pink was one that first comes to my mind. And yeah, old school, I've said pink before, I think a couple of episodes ago. I'm not 100%, you're not going to see pink things around my house, like photo frames and stuff. I'm not a pink nut fan, but I just love her boldness, her honesty, her no shame in a lot of things. So she's just a real raw little female.
Right.
If she ever hears it, Pink, I'd like to come out there and see you.
Right. Well,
Kidding.
who knows? It would be great. But the
Yeah.
whole thing is, as you said, and is it that you respect her so much because she has I don't even know what she looks like now, but because she has the perfect body or the perfect whatever that is?
Well, she works hard for herself. I dare say she would not do any plastic surgery. Not that I'm not against it at all, but she's just who she is. She doesn't want to change anything. She works hard, hard for her money. That's a different song, but she works hard for what she looks like and who she is. So everything's very natural with her. So from her inner mind speaking whatnot to her outside is just all her.
Yeah.
Not Pink, it's Alicia, but yeah.
But also sometimes there may be somebody else that we really like and we like them so much, as you say with Pink, she's honest and truthful. Other people we maybe like is because they are so kind and helpful and
Yes.
supportive, or it's hardly ever that and even if we are at somebody's funeral, we won't say, well, look, we love her so much because she had the perfect boob job or
I was just about to say that. Double D.
double D. Well, maybe the husband would say that, but um, uh, we don't remember people necessarily for the looks. We remember for how they make us feel.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important that we make ourselves feel good about us. And the external stuff is just a plaster on the top. You want to get to the inside. That's why I say, you know what, I love myself now just because. No reason. Just because I decide to love myself and I value myself just because. No reasons needed.
No. Yeah, that's it. There are plenty of others. That's just the one that comes straight up in my head. Yeah. She's just. Anywho.
So can I tell your listeners where they can get my I Thrive gift?
Absolutely. We're to that stage now.
Yes, we will just.
We are there. Okay, no, I wasn't
Let us
afraid you had
know.
more.
Yes.
Can I say that we can always talk more, but I want to say it at least once, and maybe we can repeat it again at the end. But
definitely.
so my first name is Hannah, but English people like to add H's at the end. So it's Hannah. You can spell it with the H or without the H at the end. I forgive you if you stick an extra H on there at the end.
Okay.
And the surname is KOK. So you go to hannahkok.com.
Okay.
You can sniggle as you type it in, hannahkok.com, KOK, no other spelling possible there. And then you get to the landing page and you can sign up for there. And then also you'll be immediately in contact with me. You'll have an email address if people want to contact me or,
Guys,
wonderful.
hannahkok.com. KOK.
Yes, KOK. No other spelling there.
No CO.
No. KOK.
KOK.
Okay.
Hannah.com.
Hannah Kok.
Yes. They're not going to forget this now, are they? No.
We'll say it enough. We'll put it into a song. That's what makes people remember things, is when you put it into a song. Ready? hannahkok.com.
KOK.
Okay. All right. Look, big thanks to Hannah for reminding us that healing isn't about kale or cardio. Oh,
Kale. It's nice roasted.
I know someone called kale.
Me too.
Not food. It's about getting real with your emotional self.
Alrighty. If your hormones are screaming and your soul's been whispering, help, this episode was your sign. So hit follow, leave us a 5 spicy, cheeky stars, and go forgive the shit out of something. Thanks again.
Thank you, Hannah.
Bye.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And listeners, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate.
Yes,
Beautiful.
thank you so much.
Thank you.